Game resumed.
Okay, and we are into the, what, fourth? Yeah, fourth game of the series.
Game.
It is going to be for the University of Chicago. Ursadon. His opponent down in the bottom left. Protoss. The pig Protoss.
Good luck, have fun. I don't need it. But never heard of Team Caliber though. But thanks. You're terrible. Oh, that's awesome, yeah, man.
Is it Ursadon bronze? Like, is he actually bronze?
I think this is like either a new account or something like that. I don't think Ursadon's actually bronze. That would be a little obnoxious.
Well, you are on route.
Root for root, man. Root for root. So, guys, we're in our game 4 of our first series of the day between Washington and Chicago. Of course, Chicago leading 2-1. Don't forget to check out us on Raid Call right now, Group ID channel 1111. That is 4 ones. You guys can, of course, install it off raidcall.com. Had a wonderful series so far today. Kind of a little bit of a funny 2v2, quote-unquote, turned into a 1v2 when Washington didn't bring a player with them into that battle, man. Basically going in with like a sock to like a gunfight, man. They're just like, I'll just slap you with a sock.
Dude, Jackie Chan could make it work.
He could. But Jackie Chan would, like, you know, he'd have like vases and stuff like that. He'd like find all sorts of different stuff to use. He'd like find like a plate and just like throw it like a saucer and stuff like that. You've seen all those Rush Hour movies and all like the old Jackie Chan movies as well.
I wouldn't consider like Rush Hour the height of martial arts movies, but yeah, okay, sure, why not?
Well, okay, fine. Like Legend of the Drunken Master. If we're gonna go a little bit movie buff, all right, I'll go match for match, man. Go movie for movie with you.
Okay.
What's one of your favorite like action movies?
Probably Old Boy.
Really?
I guess that's kind of action. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is kind of. How do you feel about this map? I'm kind of curious from the Terran perspective because this is somewhat of an obnoxious map.
Planet S, it's a fairly interesting map. I feel as though it might not be as good as it once first seemed. It looked cool at first to utilize, but the problem is it's really hard to defend your. As soon as you try to get a third or fourth base, it's very hard to defend, even though there is kind of those rocks that block off the way, and as the Terran you can put supply depots. It's very hard to stretch yourself out towards the late game unless you have a really good static defense. For somebody like a Protoss, if they have a mothership core and have recall, it might be a tiny bit easier. But if a Terran player leaves with his army and then like a warp prism comes within the main or something like that, then there might be some issues. I'm not a huge fan of it. At first I was, but again, it is a double-sided coin where if Terran goes for a double drop like within the main and stuff like that, sometimes without that pylon in place, it's fairly hard to spot. And I mean, Caliber, who's a professional player, it shouldn't be that hard. And as we see, the eBay gets taken down or at least canceled.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit surprised at Caliber's build. I mean, it's just so common for Protosses nowadays to take 2 gas, and he's only taken 1. It's it's bordering on the 26 supply, so it's kind of interesting. He does have the mothership core out, which means he can just do that relentless harass that I know you love going up against Protoss players.
I watched my stream the other day, like I tilted so hard. I mean, it was because like I lost to like 3 or 4 Protoss in a row, but thankfully for Ursadon, he did get a bunker down with some supply depots. But now at this point, he just kind of goes around, and he could actually go up the he could actually go up the ramp, and now he could start harassing. And this is what drives me nuts, man. Right here, I'm just like, oh, that mothership core, that dirty mothership core, man. And if Micro properly right now, he could actually knock down that supply depot and go within the main. There is hopefully one Marauder going to be coming out soon, because if he just tries to hold us off with Marines, he might not have a successful time. Probably we're going to see the Time Warp right here come down. And yeah, does he? Oh, beautiful Time Warp right there, right over the Marines. And now if you could just take out all the SCVs, that's such a huge loss. And see, how as a Terran player can you just not get like absolutely like upset over this? And now he's going to lose the supply depot. I'm just like, I hate my life.
Well, maybe this is just an idea. Maybe there should be a red mothership core and a green mothership core, and a green mothership core can only attack buoys.
And then when you build a green mothership core, you build 2 of those, and they form into an Archon as well. You know. Well, at this point, I don't see how Ursadon can win this. I mean, he's down to 13 supply. He's losing
so
all of his SCVs. He's got no army at all. And yeah, this is just kind of this is a rough situation without Widow Mines or some sort of actual defense. The Protoss can walk around. Becomes that hard, and just to BM him just a little bit actually puts down that time warp on the SCVs. LOL, GG, and that's gonna do it for game number 4.
Yeah, that's
Which
I mean that's
ties
kind
it
of
up.
a really good timing. Like, regardless of what you're doing, that's a really nice timing for Protoss because the time they have obviously their second Stalker out, the first Stalker out, they can just easily navigate around that corner.
Indeed, indeed. Well, guys, hopefully you enjoyed that quick little game on Neo Planet S. We're going to be back with our game number 5. Should be interesting who they're going to put out as the ace, man. Should be interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't call me, so I was a bit upset,
I
but...
know, right? Oh, god damn it, Washington.
Well, they dropped the ball, obviously. It's not my fault, but hey, if they don't want to call me to play in their games, even though I'm not a student, I don't think I'm eligible, but whatever.
Indeed, indeed. Alright, guys, so... God. Alright, guys, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our ace match between Washington and Chicago.